Hey everyone, it's Laura here from makingcardsisson.com, and in today's video I am featuring some brand new products from Winnie and Walter. So this video is part of their February release. Today's card is extra special since it features a really exclusive stamp set I am super excited about. I am on the Winnie and Walter design team, and it's always been a joy to create cards for them since they're just such lovely people, and they always understand me whenever I can't make a project because I'm too busy for school or anything like that. So a while ago I talked with Shay, the owner of Winnie and Walter, and I told her it's one of my biggest dreams to create my own stamp sets and to have my own collection. And the problem is that I can't illustrate at all. I can't draw. I'm just a mess at those type of things. But she told me that she can illustrate for me, or that she could get somebody to illustrate it for me, and that I would just have to share my ideas with her. So I created a mood board full of lovely pictures of cute little birds, and then she reached out to Evelyn from Evelyn T Designs, and she went ahead and illustrated the stamp set for me. She then sent me over the draft of the stamp set, and I absolutely loved it. So, well, here it is. Here's the stamp set. The stamp set is called So Tweet, and the full name of the stamp set is LS Exclusive So Tweet with Evelyn T Designs. So I'm just so grateful to finally have like my own stamp set with my name on there. So like the LS Exclusives, even though I didn't really illustrate it, but I did give a lot of my input by sharing my ideas and by showing them what I love. So again, thank you so much, Winnie and Walter, for making my dream come true. So let's get started with my project. I'm starting out with some masking paper. I'm stamping one of the birds onto some masking paper using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. However, you could stamp that image in any type of color or ink you would want, because it's not going to show up on the card when it's finished. Going to fuzzy cut my little bird using my EK Success Color B scissors, and after I finish that, I'm going to put the mask onto my white paper. I am using my X-Acto knife to peel off that little sheet over there, just makes it a little bit easier. I stamped that bird onto some white cardstock using that same ink because I will be doing some Copic coloring and I don't want my ink to bleed. So after I did that, I am going to use the brand new Kindness with Evelyn T Designs by Winnie and Walter, and I'm stamping that tiny cactus onto some masking paper, and I'm also stamping it onto the white cardstock. It looks like I'm stamping this on top of that bird, but it's not because the mask is on there. So when I will peel off that mask, it will actually look like my cactus is standing behind that little birdie. I created an extra little mask for that tiny cactus because I'm going to go ahead and do some more stamping. I'm using the larger cactus from the Kindness stamp set, and I'm stamping that using the same Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I'm stamping it over that other cactus's mask, and then when I will be peeling off those masks, it will look like I have a lot of dimension on this project, even though this is just one flat layer. This masking technique is one of my favorite techniques out there because it just looks like this project has so much dimension. And this technique is also great if you want to mass produce cards, or if you would like to create some flat cards that are easy to mail. I will be coloring all of those elements using my Copic markers. I am using the YG23 color first to cover up the whole cactus, so this is my first layer, and then I am going to use the YG67 marker. This is my darkest color, by the way, and I am using that to add the shading here and there. I am switching up my Copic marker technique a little bit by using the darkest shade first before using the medium shade. So here I am using the medium shade YG17 to blend out those dark edges. And then finally, I am going back in with my lightest color to blend it all together. Next, I'll be coloring those little flowers using the RV09 Copic marker. These flowers were kind of covered up in black ink, so you're not going to see a lot of that pink color, but I decided to use it anyway. So next I'm coloring the little birds. I used a yellow marker first. I can't recall a name, but I think, oh yeah, it's Y13, sorry. I'm using Y13 first, and then I used the Y19 color to add a little bit of shading. I'm coloring that little bird using the RV000 marker first. I'm covering up the whole bird using that color, and I'm using the RV11 color to add a little bit of shading here and there. I used just 2 colors for the birds, but I will be using an extra hot pink for the top feathers on his head. But first I'm blending out that RV11 with my lightest color, which is RV000. And here you can see me coloring the top feathers using RV13. This is like a really bright pink. So I blended that out with the RV11 color, and then I am adding a little bit of the RV00 to blend it all nicely and to make it look all really smooth and clean and pretty. Since I'm mainly showcasing the So Tweed stamp set, I decided to use a sentiment from that gorgeous stamp set. I'm using the You're So Tweed stamp, and I inked that up using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So I'm coloring the little heart using Y13 first, and then I added the Y19 color to add a little bit of extra dimension and shading, just blending it out with the Y13 first. So I'm also adhering a couple of sequins because you know me, I am a sequin addict. I am using the fruit sorbet mix from Little Things from Lucy's cards. So these are her sparkly shaker collections, and I really think that these colors match with the bird and with the heart and with the cacti, so I think that this looks pretty cute all together. I wanted to add a little bit of extra pink on this card, so I'm adhering a tiny piece of pattern paper from Create a Smile Stamps, and this is like some really gorgeous wood grain pattern. I thought it looked really cute. I'm also adhering the full card front onto my note card using some foam adhesive just to adhere that. Then finally I am adding a little bit of sparkle using the Clear Wink of Stella glitter pen, and I thought I would also give that bird a little bit of extra sparkle. Of course, I couldn't resist adding a little bit of glossy accents to make that heart pop. So thank you so much for checking out today's video. Be sure to visit my blog because there are 3 chances to win the So Tweed stamp set. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.